All right, guys, you've seen us change out this cabinet not once, not twice, but this will be the third time changing it out. Welcome to the fascinating world of traffic signals. Today, we have a tether that came undone and broke in half on this traffic intersection that we have to replace the tether, get it hooked back up onto those lights, make sure that the wind can't cause any more damages to these lights out here. And then we also have this cabinet here on this trailer we need to go get swapped out on a separate intersection. So y'all stay tuned for that and let's get right into it. First things first, what we need to do is get a distance from this pole here to the pole across the road. So we got some push buttons. Let's go ahead and use them. And to this pole, we have exactly 100 feet. I like to add 5 foot, so we need a piece 105 feet. All right, so he's in position. I'm gonna just hook the intersection in all red after the side streets clear out, and then go over there, grab it, run it to him once he's lifted up off the ground, and then I'll take it back out of stop time. And there we go, it's locked up. Run across, grab our tether, run it back over. Oh, caught on a button. Shit.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not waiting. Should have put on my other shoes. There we go. Once he's up high enough and through that strain vise, free everybody up. But the moment I free it up, that guy's getting the left turn arrow. All right, they should be able to cycle lights. He's gonna get a green arrow here. Really both should be getting it. Ooh, he missed out on it. Actually, they weren't there before I put stop time in. Good on them, they can wait. See, this is what you guys need more of. Your beanie weenies. Eat them, be strong. I like the pipe conduit selection here. Swing on out here, right up on this truck or car. And how close can I get to it? Yeah, oh well, there we go. See, look, patience is key. I got you. There you go. Legs. Should be all you. On it. All right, new tether is ran. Now off to Landon Road and Canal so we can install this brand new cabinet there at that intersection. All right, guys, you've seen us change out this cabinet not once, not twice, but this will be the third time changing it out. But this one on the trailer is the permanent location for this intersection. So we're gonna get this old guy swapped out that's been temporarily running the intersection for the time being and put the last and final cabinet, as long as the vehicle don't drive into it, on this foundation, and it'll be good to run this intersection in the meantime while we build a brand new intersection here. Well, let's get right into it. Feel like I'm about to go a couple feet deep into this. Y'all not sure it got packed good? Oh yeah, never mind, we're good. Let's get this one unbolted. We'll get it off the trailer and halfway close to it. And then we'll kill power, swap real quick, disconnect stuff and swap. So this thing ain't much in the way. All right, pretty close to ready.
Next week, seen better days.
Well, they gave us plenty of extras, so I'll just kill power. Oh yeah, them ones looked rough, but they gonna work. You wanna rip them powers and all the field cables out real quick.
Yep.
That will be the only time I ever say that. Also, just from the last one, a little pet peeve, but when you strip out this cable, you'll only strip out like 1/4 of an inch or so of actual strands coming out, and then you put it in there, and that way your fork connector, you'll pretty much just have like this much copper coming out and no copper coming out the bottom and not like shoved all the way up. Makes it easier to terminate and stuff too. But just one thing I noticed out there, but again, that's like being nitpicky and whatever.
Yeah, all seems like use these, your wrist won't hurt as bad.
Oh, well, yeah, he's a put. Those are nice too, but they sometimes leave burrs on it and don't like kind of cut as clean. Plus, I like the multi-use of them plier ones, but it's whatever preference. They both work. Let's come out the back with it. Woo. If you want to go on that side, we'll pick up together.
There ain't nothing under there.
You got a bore pipe coming. Let's just keep going my way. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little warm, but could be worse.
Oh, slipping.
Should land. Ooh, just gotta make sure she's square with the foundation. Make it look good. All right, so it gets power wired back on. Go ahead. Looks like they already got some jumpers pre-made on the conflict monitor. We're using out here just 2, 4, 6, and 8, right? For the other phases on the side streets. If not, then they would have just been running in my head 2 and 4. It's definitely no left turn, so. Yeah.
6, 4.
We got in here. We're using Opticoms out here too. When was this drawn up? I'm not actually against them. I like Opticoms. All right, next thing, power supply for our card rack.
All right, power good.
10, 4. Go ahead and hit that breaker. And do all the accessories too. We add it. And the controller, the brains. Get this thing put on. hooking up controller. These cables might hit you in the head. I love being able to do cabinet swaps in the middle of the day.
Probably might just switch the flash on this one.
In my head, as long as it's set up for it, flash red, flash red. Yeah, they got it flashing red on 2, 4, 6, and 8, so we're good. And it all really depends on what it's set up for. But I know even MDOT's been wanting to go to that a lot more. Majority of them on Zeta, we had to come back through and redo it. Need access. Well, that's gonna be a quick swap, as long as there ain't a cabinet issue. Let me land that thing. That all of them?
Yep.
There we go. All right, come out of flash. Let's see. Oh well, you guys got to set up the monitor.
We gotta have all the jumpers too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got jumpers in. Now I need to set this up. Not using 1, not using 3, not using 5, not using 7, not using 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I got 2, 4, 6, 7. And pretty much it. Set. And yeah, I did. Function units on. Getting a conflict route. No red outputs on 2, 4s. Yellow and a green output. That don't make much sense. These need to come up to the neutral block onto here. Try that first. Swap those and put those over, and be careful with it. It's gonna pop you if you touch the neutral. Oh well, we still got stop signs. Let me just take power off of those quick. All right, so we're back up and running now. Just had to swap those neutrals around, move them up to the neutral block instead of the ground. Watch it cycle, make sure it works properly. Looks like people have already caught the gist of it, which is nice, and they're quick to realize. There we go, going red there. Let's see if it cycles properly. Got 2 and 6 on, cool. Everything good to go, cabinet's working. We're gonna keep pulling these stop signs out. Ow, I smashed some fingers. We do have to come back to this, so we'll dress it up and make it look a lot better when we come back. But for the meantime, get this thing tossed back up on the trailer and be getting the heck out of here. Now we strap her down. All right, guys, quick, short, and easy one for y'all today. Replace that tether. Went ahead and got this cabinet installed. It's all good to go. We got to go touch up some dirt over at Pass Road, but I'm gonna do that off camera. And as always, thanks for watching.